Hi students, welcome back to the class. Today I am going to explain the new topic, that is compound, and one more topic, characteristics of compound. So all of you learn and understand this topic very clearly. So I will give you the detailed explanation about the topic compound and the characteristics of compound. Okay. So first of all, you want to learn what is mean by compound. In my previous class, I am explained to you the elements. How many elements? There are 118 elements. So these elements classified into 4 categories. What? First one, metal, non-metal, metalloid, and noble gases. Or one more name, inert gases. So next topic, compound. So what is the compound? How to prepare? What is the character of compound? So let's see. I will explain this topic, compound. Okay. Compound is a substance made up of 2 or more elements. 2 or more elements. Okay. Compound is a substance is made up of 2 or more elements. So I will give you the example. H2O. What is mean by H2O? This means water. Water. 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen combined together into form a compound. So simply we want to say this is a compound. 2 or more elements. Here 2 elements, hydrogen and oxygen combined together into form a compound. What is the name of the compound? That compound is a water. Compound is a water. So this is the definition of compound. Okay. Next one. This compound having some peculiar characters. What is the character of compound? First one. Compounds are made up of 2 or more elements. This already I am explaining. Okay. Next one. A compound is always made up of the same element combined together in a fixed ratio. Combined together in a fixed ratio. For example, the water. Okay. So the water means 2 different elements. It is what's the 2 different elements? The one is a hydrogen and the one is oxygen. So it is made by the fixed ratio, that is 2:1. 2:1. That means 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So that's a fixed ratio. So that is a second character. So if any compound is prepared or made that having peculiar means clear ratio is needed. So here the ratio of water is 2:1. That means 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. These 2 are combined, chemically combined into form a water. Okay, that's the second character. A compound is always made up of the same elements combined together in a fixed ratio. Next one. A compound is always homogeneous. What is mean by homogeneous? The homogeneous mixture and homogeneous compound means that constants of the elements or the compound, constants of the compound always same. We can't identify the taste or we can't identify that the properties of the different constituents. So let's see here water. Okay, the hydrogen is having one peculiar different character and the oxygen is also different character, but they made by compound water. So it is always same character throughout the world. So we can't identify the property of oxygen and the property of oxygen while they are prepared compound. Very simply, homogeneous means that the compound is mixed completely or uniformly. We can't identify the taste or property in different. Okay, that's homogeneous. And the next one more. The properties of a compound are different from those of its constituent elements. The properties of compound are different from those of its constituent element. Constituent element. How to understand, how to know this property or this character? Very simple. About, for example, the water. We take the water, okay? Hydrogen and the oxygen. So the hydrogen is also tendency to burn. Okay, burning tendency means they are to inflammable character. What about the character of oxygen? The oxygen is also supporting gas for burning or for combusting. The oxygen help to burn. Okay, one is help to one is also given the flame inflammable character. Other one is also help to flame means produce the heat or burning property. But these two elements combine together into form a compound, that's a water. It is just opposite of its constituent, just opposite of oxygen and hydrogen. Why? The water is also stop the burn. This compound help to us in the stop the burning, stop the combustion. Okay, that's the character. The property of a compound are different from those of its constituent elements. And one more character. And next character. It is not possible to separate the constituents of a compound by physical means. It is not possible to separate the constituents of a compound by a physical means. What is meant by this character? So this character simply says the constituents. What is meant by constituents? The compound having which type of elements or which type of parts, elements present, that element is called constituents. Okay, so these constants can't separate by physical means. By a physical means can't separate their constituents. Okay, for example, the water. Okay, we can't separate the constants of hydrogen and the oxygen by filtration method or boiling. While boiling the water, it is not possible to separate the oxygen, hydrogen and the oxygen. So it is only possible in the help of chemical process or chemical method. So I will introduce that method. That is the electrolysis process. Electrolysis process. So that means electrolysis means applying the electricity into the water, in the help of acid. The help of acid. So what happens? That water will be means that constants of the water separate hydrogen and oxygen. So this character says by physical they cannot separate their constituents. It's only possible in the help of chemical method. Okay. And next one, energy is usually given off or absorbed when a compound is formed. So while the formation of compound, maybe energy is absorbed or energy is given off, liberate. So in the case of the water also, while the combining means the joining formation of this compound, the energy is liberated. Energy is liberated. Oxygen means oxygen and the hydrogen combined together. As a result, the energy is released out. Okay. The formation of the water, what happened? Producing the heat energy and the light energy. So I hope all of you understood the topic. Second one, this one is not possible to separate the constituents by the physical means. So it is only possible to separate the constituents with the help of chemical method. Okay, that's the method named electrolysis. And this one, the energy usually given off or absorbed when a compound is formed. Any kind of compound rather than the water, any kind of water compound is formed, may be energy given off or energy is absorbed. So one example is given here, the water, the formation of the water, the produce the heat energy and the light energy. Okay, so I am going to conclude today's topic compound, and next topic the characteristics of compound. There are 6 different characters I am introduced, I am explained to you. All of you learn and understand the topic carefully. Okay, thank you.